Hello, everybody. Nima is back, finally. Today is Tuesday, May 5th. This is the mobility video that I'm recording for you guys. Today we are going to talk about lumbar spine. You may ask why, and I tell why. Last week, when I was doing the thoracic spine, I got lots of inquiry from some people asking about lumbar spine mobilization or some mobility exercises for the lumbar spine because they're dealing with some pain or lack of motion in their lumbar spine. So initially I wanted to do all exercises for the thoracic spine for 2 weeks and then move on to the lumbar spine. Now I'm going to actually put them together. So last week, both days we did thoracic spine. This week, both days we are going to do lumbar spine. From next week, I'm going to use Tuesdays for thoracic spine and Thursdays to talk about lumbar spine. So now both groups of people are going to be satisfied. Both people, those people who are going to need and learn exercises for thoracic spine as well as lumbar spine. Now, I guess you have noticed this one is red, this one is not. My eyes, funny story, yesterday I came to work and I had to go home after like 10-15 minutes. I was not feeling well. I went straight on my couch and slept for like almost 3 hours. And then I woke up, I'm trying to open my eyes. This one opens, this one doesn't. And then it was very itchy, it was kind of painful as well. I guess it is some sort of hay fever. This is the season for hay fevers, right? So anyways, today the eye is open. It's still red, but it's not itchy, so I'm making some progress there. Now, let's get into work. I've got 3 exercises for your lumbar spine. The very first one, I'm going to teach you how to reposition your pelvis, all right? It's one of those really important exercises or some really important techniques that everybody must know because, that's light on my head. I'm not a prophet, so I'm going to move. All right. So because of the kind of lifestyle most of us have, we are going to be seated behind our desk for so many hours, for so many days, 5 days a week. And then during the weekend, we are not really active, some of us. So because of that, and also all those movement patterns that you are going to have in your hips, you are going to have your pelvis out of the position. So the first exercise that we are going to do today, I'm going to teach you how to put it back in the position. You are going to need to use a block like this, a yoga block. If you don't have a yoga block at home, it's fine. To remember that frozen chicken, go grab it from your freezer. That is going to work for you. If you don't have a frozen chicken in your freezer, still fine. Go search your home for something firm that you can put in between your knees and squeeze. All right, that's the only thing that you are going to need today. If you have the yoga block, this is the best. Now, the other 2 exercises are going to be for mobilizing your lumbar spine. They are actually mobilization exercises. They are very simple and easy. Again, you are not going to need anything. So the only thing you are going to need for all 3 exercises today is just a yoga block. All right, now I'm going to put my camera here. Yoga block is gonna go there. And I'm going to move my mat a little bit. All right, so how to reposition the pelvis. Just lay down on your back, raise your head down, move your knees out like this. I have a 90-degree angle in my knees. Now, my hands are on my knees, as you see. What I'm going to do, I'm going to push this knee with this hand, and push the other knee with this hand, okay? So push and pull, all right? When I'm doing that, I'm going to resist, okay? So push, pull, resist, hold for 5 seconds, and then release, and then you are going to switch sides. So if you were pushing this side, pull the other side. Now you are going to pull this side and push the other side. Again, you are going to hold that and resist that for 5 seconds, and then you are going to switch back and you are going to do a total of 6 times, okay? Now, let me just demonstrate to you. I'm going to push this one, pull the other one, and then I'm going to switch. So, push, pull, and release. I'm going to do this for 5 seconds. Let go, switch, again. Resist, push, pull, resist. Hold for 5 seconds. Relax, and then switch again. Push, pull, and resist. Hold for 5 seconds. And let go. Just imagine I've done my 6 times. Now I'm going to grab my yoga block. I'm going to put it in between my knees like that. I'm going to give it a squeeze like this. Hold this squeeze for 5 seconds. Done. Put the yoga block away. You're done. So if you hear a click, that's a kind of good sign telling you that, hey, the pelvis was not in the position. It is in the position now. You're good to go. Okay? So push one side, pull the other side, resist. So when you're resisting, you don't want to let those knees move, right? So resist for 5 seconds and then relax, switch sides, do the same thing, resist for 5 seconds and then switch again, do a total of 6 times. Grab your yoga block or that frozen chicken from your freezer, give it a squeeze, hold that squeeze for 5 seconds and then you're done. Now, the other 2 exercises, the first one, I'm going to go back into the same position, so I'm going to lay down on my back. I'm not going to use this guy anymore. That's going to go there. Now, I'm going to lay down on my back like this. I'm going to have my arms straight on the side. My palms are down. Now, as you see, I guess you can see, these are my feet, right? I'm going to hold them flat on the ground. Now, you might ask how far I should have my knees from each other. If you get your feet like hip width apart, then most probably your knees are going to be hip width apart too, and that is ideal. Now I'm going to swing my knees from side to side like this without getting my arms off the floor. So as I'm doing this, the only way I can swing my knees in this position is by rotating my lumbar spine. Now you might ask, all right, what happens if I get my arm off the floor? I tell you, when you get your arm off the floor, see what happens? Your thoracic spine is going to add into the game, and you don't want that to happen. Remember why you are doing this exercise. You are doing this exercise in order to increase some mobility, I would better say, in order to mobilize your lumbar spine. So the only part of your spine that you want to move or rotate is the lumbar spine, not the thoracic spine. So how do you get the thoracic spine out of the game? By having your arms here and not letting them move, all right? So go side to side like this, get your knees as close as you can to the ground. Make sure you let your lumbar spine and pelvis move freely, okay? Remember, you're trying to mobilize, so let those areas of your body move freely. You are going to do this 1 to 2 minutes, all right? When you're done, I want you to go into your all four position. So you are going to have your hands on the ground, they are on your shoulder, under your shoulders, knees under the hips. Now, you are going to get your feet off the floor like that. So you are going to bend your knees a little bit, and you are going to do pretty much exactly the same thing. But this time, instead of moving the knees, you are going to move the feet by pivoting on your knees. Again, you are going to let your hips or pelvis and the lumbar spine move freely. While you are moving the feet back and forth, you are pushing your hands down. You are going to do this 1 to 2 minutes, okay? So these are the 3 exercises that I've got for you for your lumbar spine today. honestly speaking, they are really, really simple. They look very easy, and honestly, they are easy, but easy doesn't mean not effective. They're really, really good and effective exercises for mobilizing your lumbar spine. Give them a try. Let me know how they work for you. On Thursday, I'm going to be back, hopefully not with a red eye. I'm going to be back with another mobility video again for the lumbar spine. We are going to go and work on the tissues, on the soft tissues and sliding surfaces on Thursday. I wanted to say something. I forgot, see? Goldfish memory. So anyway, I'm going to let you guys go. You're gonna be busy doing these mobility exercises, so I don't wanna take too much time off you. It's been like almost 11 minutes. That's more than enough. All right, so stay well, stay tuned. Bye for now. I'll be back with another mobility video on Thursday. Bye.